Today's video is going to get you to move to a place where your stutter doesn't hold you back anymore. And how I'm going to do that is with an exercise that gets you to see what your fear really is and what your feelings toward your stutter really is. It's a great exercise that I share with you and something I did with myself on my journey of overcoming stuttering, right? So by the end of this video, you will have yourself an exercise or a tool that gets you to a place that's where you can freely express yourself and the stutter doesn't really hold you back. But at the same time, you have a much more understanding of the fear that's surrounding stuttering. Enjoy the video and let me know your thoughts. What weighs more, the fear of stuttering or the stutter itself? I used to think and believe that if I could just fix my stutter, I would be free. I would be so happy and nothing would bother me. The truth is that that wasn't true. I was avoiding fear. I was avoiding the fear of rejection, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of not having control over my voice. And once I recognized this and worked towards reducing my fear, everything changed. I was more free, more authentic. If you are somebody who stutters, then you know that there is more to you. You want to be the best version of you. You want to freely express who you are, but you can't because you stutter. You want to have more days where you're just feeling happy, you're feeling more confident. You know you can, right? But you can't because you stutter and you block. You want to be able to connect to people, to talk freely, to talk from your mind, your heart. You want to be spontaneous. You know you can. But at the same time, you're being held back because you stutter or you block. I get it. You feel helpless. You feel powerless. And whatever you think you know that should be working doesn't work anymore. The reason why you feel so helpless is because trying to be fluent is inconsistent when you are a stutterer, right? What that means is stuttering is so inconsistent. Sometimes you'll stutter, sometimes you won't stutter. And what's happening in those situations are so different. Sometimes you can be fluent when you are very relaxed. And sometimes when you are relaxed, you are also stuttering as well. You can stutter with your friends and family, and you won't stutter with strangers as well. And that creates helplessness. When I took up a job in a call center, my goal wasn't to just improve my speech. My goal was to face my fears. And by facing these fears, by going really deep inside of myself and trying to understand what's happening with my speech, my stutter, I learned so much. And I'm going to be sharing a few things I learned with you, and these things are going to help you feel a little bit more empowered and set you in the right direction to fluency, but also understanding yourself so much more better in the context of your stutter and fear and fluency. Let's get right into it. What I'm going to share with you, I want you to apply a fresh set of lens and really think about the questions that I'm asking you and even journal the answers that come up as well as we go through this exercise. So let's get right into it. Are you more afraid of the stutter itself or the reaction or the judgment that you get from others? What weighs more, the stutter itself or the judgment that you get from others? Really think about it. What are you more afraid of, or what weighs more, the stutter itself or the frustration that comes from stuttering? What weighs more, or what are you avoiding more, the frustration or the stutter? Next question. What are you more afraid of, or what are you avoiding more, the stutter itself or the anxiety that comes from stuttering? What weighs more, or what are you more afraid of? You can expand that list, right? You can expand that list to include things that are personal to you. So for example, for me, being seen as someone who's competent and capable is really important. So I asked myself the question, what weighs more for me, or what am I more afraid of? Am I more afraid of the stutter itself or being seen as incompetent, stupid? What weighs more? And that was a personal question for me, and I really had to think about it and journal it down. Now, if you did this exercise properly and really thought about it, then you will realize that the stutter itself doesn't weigh that much, but everything around it, the emotions, the stories that we tell, the judgment, that weighs so much more, and that's what we're avoiding, right? It's all that stories, everything around the stutter that actually weighs more. But for some reason, we think it's the stutter that's the problem. That's crazy. How can you reduce the emotions and everything else surrounding the stutter? There's two things you can do today to just build a better foundation, a more positive foundation to help you speak more fluently. The first thing is recognize what you're really fearful of or what you're avoiding, right? Do that exercise I mentioned previously. See that you're more fearful about the things that are surrounding the stutter itself. You're more fearful about the stories, the judgment, the emotions surrounding the stutter itself, right? For you to see that, you have to do that exercise I mentioned previously. And the power of recognizing things and seeing things for as it is it starts to disempower it. It reduces the power, it reduces the fear, it reduces the negative emotions around it when you start seeing things for what it is. The second thing that you can do is rewrite the stories surrounding your stutter, surrounding your speaking ability. Rewrite those stories to be positive, to be open, to be uplifting. When you do these two exercises or these two tasks that I've asked you to do, then you'll set yourself in a new direction where you'll move to a place where it's much more healthy, much more positive in regards to your speaking ability. And that's a great foundation to be more fluent, to freely express who you are. And it puts you in a place where your stutter doesn't have that much power over you, right? One more thing. Improving your fluency requires more than just facing your fear. The truth is, it requires you to work on your mindset. It requires you to create a lifestyle and create behaviors that support you in being assertive and expressive. And the journey is worth it. It does take time. Now, if you want to reduce the time it takes to work on your fluency, then set up a free call with me. There's a link in the description below, and we can talk about how I can help you improve your speech and your fluency. I want you to not be held back because of your stutter. I want you to be freely expressing yourself. I want you to be the best version you can be. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.